So before I explain to you guys how it works, let me showcase to you how it looks. So you guys are probably wondering why that hit and what makes that quote-unquote a mix-up. So in Dbfz, most of the characters don't have a rising overhead or an instant overhead, so you can't really mix your opponent from the same side. So that makes a lot of players in Dragon Ball tend to use cross-up as their main O-key or mix-up option. Once they get their opponent in a block string, they would tend to just jump over to the other side and do a JH or a JM to open up their opponent, not blocking the cross-up. But since this game has been out for about 4 years now, most of us are pretty ready for that situation now. So we tend to block the cross-up probably 90% of the time now. Like, we're pretty consistent at it at this point. So a way to beat that would be to do this same side mix. So as you can see, I walked forward just a bit, and that I was anticipating the Trunks player to go to the opposite side and hit me with the cross-up, but he decided to do same side JS, which opened up my guard because I was expecting the cross-up. So what if you got your opponent to block same side now? What do? Well, you see, that's when the old cross-up comes back into play. Now you effectively gave your opponent two options to worry about, the same side and the cross-up. So they would have to stay on their toes to block both of them, which is extremely difficult. This works on mostly high-level players, because the intermediate and beginner level players, they're gonna get hit by the surface level stuff like the cross-up. So you want to save this for players who are a bit better at the game. Another key thing to remember is that your opponent is still able to mash. So what you want to do is also mix in staggers to this, because if you try to go for the same side or the cross-up and your opponent is mashing 2H, you're gonna get hit. So what you want to do to beat this is to stagger, just like that. And now your opponent is taking full damage for mashing. Another thing I want to mention is that this is not a Trunks specific thing. A lot of characters are also able to do this. For example, Android 18. As you can see, she also has Android 17 that hits same side, and she's able to pick up off of it and combo off of it. Another good example would be Vegito. This is the most common one and the one I see people do the most online, because, you know, Vegito's a fan favorite as of this moment with his amazing placements. And I just want to end this video by saying, when you have no assist, or if you're playing an anchor character, meaning your other two characters have died, it's going to become pretty hard to hit your opponent. So when you do finally make your opponent block, you want to make it count. And you don't want to just keep doing the same thing over and over again, because that's going to be extremely obvious for your opponent. You want to mix it up. You want to mix it up with staggers, same side, dragon rush, and eventually the old cross up. And thank you guys for watching.